The insidious part about capitalism is while it purports to reward effort, hard work, ingenuity, labor, all those sorts of things, it doesn't. And that in and of itself could be dissected. But I want to look at it through the lens that it doesn't really reward invisible labor, right? And that's, I would argue, very strategic. And the way I want to define invisible labor is through a simple term of maintenance tasks versus growth tasks, okay? And the simplest way I can talk about this is whenever people make the argument of, oh, everyone has 24 hours, you and Beyonce have the same amount of time, so why is she able to be more successful and you aren't? Well, what they're negating is that invisible labor part, aka the maintenance tasks. So the fact of just everyday stuff, really, doing laundry, cooking, cleaning, brushing your teeth, raising kids, all these things that allow the trains to run on time, so to speak, and allow you to, have a good and clean home. Driving to work, right? That's another maintenance tasks, and so forth. Whereas growth tasks are things that allow you, as implied, to expand, right? That can be in your knowledge base, so learning and reading. It could be through investments, side hustles, all these sorts of things. So that's the broad definition of maintenance tasks versus growth tasks. And maintenance tasks really become that invisible labor that doesn't get rewarded, both in our day-to-day, right? We don't reward mothers oftentimes, sometimes fathers if they're stay-at-home dads, but mostly in the patriarchal sense, we assign that labor to women to raise a child, keep a household and stuff like that, and that doesn't get financially rewarded, the maintenance tasks. But also within company structures, right? The people who get raises, the people who climb the ladder, and so forth are the ones that provide the growth as opposed to maintaining that foundation. If there's a certain amount of stuff that you can take a t-shirt company, doesn't matter. And if you need to deliver 10,000 t-shirts, okay, that becomes the person who delivers that order of the 10,000, that would be considered the growth task because that's new business. And now the people that have to actually do it, well, that becomes the maintenance task of them just doing it. And so they're overlooked. And okay, fine, and they might be paid, right? I'm not arguing that they're not, but oftentimes that's not rewarded in that same way. And also too, I certainly know in the corporate world, there's a lot of maintenance tasks that people have to do in order to maintain their schedules. A lot of people that I know have to do all these kinds of reports and things like that. And it's not really their job, and yet we're being tasked to do all this labor that on the roles and responsibilities isn't really highlighted, but you can't do ultimately your job without it. There's in the media space, just the idea of media management, right? Now with footage being so big, files being everywhere and stuff like that, just to be able to work on something can be a laborious process of tagging things with metadata, giving it file structure, backing it up, all these different things. And yet that doesn't move the project, quote unquote, forward, right? Because the forward part is then assembling it and editing it, but you need that foundation. So the maintenance, aka the invisible labor part of it, in order to do that, but you don't get rewarded for that. And that's unseen many times in corporations, right? So it's this very insidious part, right? I even recently heard someone talk about it in a sense where, from the perspective of women, there's some companies out there who will pay for the freezing of the eggs for women, right? Essentially paying them to delay having kids. And that sounds nice on paper, but what they're doing is trying to keep them in that labor force, keep them working, because then by the time they're ready to have kids, that part of it, once they actually have kids, then that side of it, they get kicked to the curb. And, companies don't like women with, they think it's a distraction and so forth. Obviously, I'm not putting it in the most eloquent way, but that's the reality, right? And so, just in that sense, if we're going to purport to be capitalistic and reward effort and labor, we have to look at the foundation, of what keeps things running smoothly, and see that as what it is, which is work, effort, and all that stuff. Therefore, it should be paid, it should be rewarded. So that's my message, and I just want to, make you aware, because I think, especially as artists, we buy into that hustle culture, and what we're buying into is really the growth tasks. And because, we're already just trying to survive the day-to-day, and in that sense, our work, if it's a growth task, great, but sometimes we just have to pay the bills and it's not the job that we want. So that becomes, in our personal lives, a maintenance task. And then on top of that, you have, the everyday living, like I said, cooking, cleaning, laundry, blah, blah, blah. And so if you're lucky, you just have a few, in the best sense, you might have a few hours to dedicate to writing, making music, whatever it may be. And we berate ourselves for not progressing, when the reality is no, we're working hard and we just don't have that time that we'd love, because the things that we are doing, we're just trying to survive. And so I want us to be aware of that distinction. Nothing else, to give ourselves a little bit of grace.
If you found something useful, consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing with friends, and you can explore my films, books, and writing at Svitek.com. And if you want deeper access, direct interaction, and ways to support my creative work, I have a Patreon page. Everything's linked in the description. However you engage, thanks for being a part of it.